Hi guys, it's PJ, and I just came back from traveling and wanted to tell you about what happened really fast before it all like goes away. Or anyway, okay, so earlier today I was in the kitchen and I was playing on the Alexa. I put on music, and the music I put on was music that Jeff and I listened to a lot, and so it kind of like made me sad. So I was like sad, and yeah, I don't want to go into that, but I was sad. And then so that was just then, and I didn't think about it the rest of the day. And so then tonight I was just laying here, and all of a sudden, it wasn't even like I was sleeping. It wasn't like anything. It was like all of a sudden, boom, I tripped over, and I was traveling, and I was like, wow, okay. And so I don't recognize it at first. So I open my eyes, and somebody else is like sitting by my bed, I thought it was my son at first. So I said, what's the matter? And he said, what do you want for dinner? And I said, oh, nothing. I'm good. I don't want anything. But this huge chill came over me, and my teeth started to rattle. I was like, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't want him to see that I was like so cold, you know? So I was like, I thought to myself, wow, I must have a fever or something. So, so then he says, he's like, well, what did you want? And I just reached around and grabbed my purse, and I like pulled some money out of my purse and just gave him some money and said, just go ahead, I don't want anything. And when I looked up and like really looked at him, I realized it wasn't really my son. So I was like, oh, I'm traveling, I'm somewhere else. And then he like kind of went away, but he didn't really like, um, he didn't really like walk out. He just kind of dissipated. And then it was almost like there was somebody in front of me. But anyway, it's pouring rain here and whatnot. And I like stood up out of the bed. And as I stood up out of the bed, the whole room started to change. It got bigger and wider and more open and empty. And at the same time, the door was disappearing. And then my bathroom door is like right next to my bedroom door. And so I walked towards the bedroom door, and as I got there, I realized that there was no bedroom door, that the door was gone. It was just an open doorway. And then I looked towards the bathroom, and it wasn't like a bathroom door. It was like a stall door in a bathroom, like in a restaurant, where the top was open and the bottom was, only it was wooden and very old and dilapidated. And I thought to myself, oh God, Jeff's here. I better hurry. So I like pushed on the bathroom door, and when it opened, it was just like an outhouse. It wasn't like a bathroom. And I was confused, but not. And then I came around the bend of where the hallway is into the living room, and I like looked around, and as I looked around, it was becoming like wooden walls, and it was like melting into wooden walls. And my house, even though I could feel like the laminate floors underneath me, my house was like changing as I was walking through. And it was like kind of hard to walk through, so I knew I was still between, like I wasn't completely clicked over, and my teeth were chattering so bad. And so instead of being in the, so I tried to speak, but I could still feel myself in bed too. So I was like, Jeff, Jeff. And I came around the corner into my kitchen and looked and realized I was in the cabin. And what I realized in that moment is My house is the cabin. My house has always been the cabin. My house on the other side is a cabin. I'm not going anywhere. That is just mind-blowing. My house is the cabin. I watched it vamp over to the cabin, like right in front of me. And so as I'm still on that side more than this side, but not completely, you know? So as I'm realizing this, I'm like, I like just stop myself in the hallway and I'm like, I'm in the cabin. And I'm like looking at my house, half my house, half cabin. What the fuck? That was so crazy. And so anyway, but I'm still in the hallway at that point, and I holler out again. I holler for Jeff, and I just feel like he's not there. I have no idea who was in my bed asking me for money like a kid. But it was not Jeff, and it was not my son. But Piper was with me too. I thought that was really crazy. But she was with me because it was my house for a while. It only lasted a few minutes, but I had no idea all this time. I'm always in the cabin. This is the cabin. It's just the other side. That's crazy, guys. That's like the craziest realization. I don't even know what to think about it. I'm going to have to lay here and think about it some more because I'm really tired. But I just wanted to tell you, this has always been the cabin. When I switch to the other side, I'm just home. Fucking crazy. All right, that's all I got. I didn't see Jeff. I didn't see anybody. I came back in here. I got very scared when I realized all this. And I was like, on the other side, I was going whack, whack, like, come on, because I couldn't pull myself back out. And then all of a sudden, you know, my eyes opened on the bed, and I looked over to Piper. She looked at me, and I just, like, sat up and looked around and was like, holy crap, this is the cabin. Like, that just freaks me out. I had no idea, guys. I had no idea that when I flip over into the cabin, to me, I was flipping over to, like, some other state or something. But it's not. It's right here. And it makes total sense. But, yeah, it's amazing what you figure out, right? All right, guys, I'm going back to bed. Good night.